And I think we are live. All right, fantastic. It's Tristan here with Kyle Revenue, and we are going to cover how to funnelize your site. So I have an iPad here, and we'll be drawing on it to be able to show you guys how we see a site and what it means to your customers. So, just sharing here. Most people, when they think of a website, they think that customers come in on the home page. And on their homepage, they might have their logo and a link to their blog and their services and their testimonials. Maybe they have a photo or a video. It's usually a stock photo. Should at least be a video of them and their practice. They've got some information. And then it links out. Maybe there's a newsletter at the bottom. But all in all, it's just a big place for information. And they put it on their homepage. They hound their web developer to get them a really, really nice homepage. And then all of a sudden they're going to be set up, right? They're going to be good to go. Well, simply, that's just not how the internet works. Most people are not coming into a homepage. In fact, most people are searching something. Maybe they ask a question like, where do headaches come from? Or how do I get rid of my headaches? And that takes them to a link. And in that link, they can come in and get all the information on the site. But if they ask for headaches, they're obviously not going to want to come to the homepage of the site. They want their question answered from that. So where are they going to come from? Well, they're actually going to end up skipping this and going to a landing page. Now, funnels have been popularized a lot in the last few years by ClickFunnels, Russell Brunson, right? And by all the other marketers and sales groups out there sharing how to build funnels that work. And typically, there's some sort of three-tier structure. There's information, which you could call a sales page, info, and there's a video on it, or there's details about the product, and then that moves on to an opt-in page. Sometimes the opt-in's on the same page, but not always. So we have an opt-in page here. And then there's a thank you page. And oftentimes, the only source of traffic is ads. So people will build these complex funnels. They'll hire a marketing agency. The marketing agency will build a funnel under a subdomain like help@liferefined.com, right? As an example, or help.kyrorevenue.com, or health, right? They'll spend all the money on the ads. They'll drive all the traffic to a subdomain, which is not the same as a regular domain. They'll try to get as many people to see the ad, to opt in for the ad as possible, retarget some, and then reach to the thank you page. Then they move on to the next funnel, essentially leaving all this in the dust, wasting it, right? If this doesn't live on as a long asset, if this set of pages doesn't live on for a long asset, this funnel, then by default, it's wasted because the only traffic that was ever driven to it was paid. And most people are not building their sites to come from search to info into a funnel. So we want to change that. And additionally, most chiropractors and most business owners in general are not building their website to accommodate for the search engine, for Google, for the other companies that are going to send them links. Even Facebook, for example. You might post about something that happened in the practice. You might post a story of something that happened with a client. You might post a video of a testimonial or a review. And that post could be a really, really great video. And because of that, people go and look you up, or they go and search your page, and they go to your listings, and then they go to whatever stands out to them. So they go to the homepage. Maybe they do go to the homepage because they're looking you up now. They're aware of you because of this video. They go to the thing that bothers them the most, the question that they're getting answered, and then what? They get stopped. They get stopped because the last page in this sequence is usually just some blog that answers the question vaguely about headaches, blah, 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 headache, 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 and then that's it. Nothing. nothing else. The customer doesn't know where to go. The customer doesn't know what to do. Now they've read a paragraph about headaches, but how is that going to be solved for them? Can they get in contact with you? What do they do next? And oftentimes, if that person has a little bit of strength in the brand because they've been following that practice for a long time, they know that chiropractor, they know somebody who's been there, they read this little excerpt about headaches or they look up the page, then they'll skip and maybe they'll pick up the phone and they'll call because on the page there's a link. But the simple fact is most don't. The average conversion on homepages and sites is far less than 1% when you total all the traffic that's actually happening. But in funnels, when people are pushing traffic here with paid ads, people will set the standard at 20%. That 20% of the people that reach this page should be so indoctrinated with whatever's happening that they opt in and give us our information, and the rest of the follow-up sequence can happen. And so we want to funnelize the site. We want to switch the way that your site is actually used as an asset. And so when you have your homepage, we just look at sites differently. A website is just a list of landing pages. When you put videos, for example, on your landing page as the information, and you let that get transcribed, you can include the opt-in here, or you could still go to the next step if there's a specific offer, details about an adjustment, about a massage, whatever it may be. And then you have a thank you, and you can track and retarget according to these pages. But you have to structure your site this way. So what does that mean? For every chiropractic website out there, there needs to be a thank you page with clear next steps. That could include like us on Facebook. That can include emails that you're going to get text from us. And that could include a video that says, hey, Dr. Tristan here. Thank you so much for opting in for more information from our practice. Here's what's going to happen next. My team and Sarah are going to call you to make sure we get all of your questions answered. Now, there's a number of different pages that you could have came in from, so come prepared with all the questions that you have in regards to a potential appointment or with any other health solution we could provide for you. Goodbye. And it's just a video that lives on that page. Reversing that, you go to the opt-in or the info page, that needs to have a video too. If they're asking about headaches, then we need to address why headaches happen. Where do they come from? What do people experience in there? What do you see in a chiropractic office? How does this adjustment actually help it? And not in the technobabble, medically trained way, but showing a video of an adjustment. And this specific adjustment helps a lot of our patients with headaches because of X, Y, and Z. And so when you funnelize your site, when you think of it this way, rather than hiring a web developer and being hostage to some SEO strategy or being totally clueless to what's happening in the digital world, all you have to do is make more info pages, more content. And then your team can take all of your posts. Let me get my orange back up here. I like the orange. Your team can take all of your posts. Ooh, light orange. All of your videos and tie them to those pages. Then you have options if you want to have the opt-in on or not, but no matter what, they're definitely going to reach a thank you page. Or they're going to call. And that way, you won't be so confused on what to do with your sites. You won't have to use multiple softwares. You won't have to pay extra $300 a month for a different tool every single month, or whatever software the agency wants to use. You can do it all on your actual website. And many of our clients use Katana. They use K-Funnels. They build their sites there, or they use WordPress to be able to tie all these pages together. And thus, you can make a list of content and sync everything from social to search, and thus funnelize your site. If you have any questions about how to funnelize your site, comment on this YouTube video or comment on social and tag Chiro Revenue. We'll be sure to answer it. And if your web developer or marketer would like to implement this strategy, send them our way too. We'll give them the complete playbook and the guides on how we do it. See ya.